Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we finished up the majority of our shrine hunting and side questing. This time, we're basically just finishing up everything. We're getting our last memory, we're getting our last shrine, and we're just doing a couple of things that I want to do before we storm Hyrule Castle. The reason I'm starting over here is because you may notice Cass is no longer in the area that he normally is to give you your side quest. That's because we finished the last of Cass's quests in the previous episode. After doing this, you get one more page in his journal. So just for thoroughness sake, I don't think you need this for anything, but just for thoroughness sake, I wanted to show this off. I have finally managed to pass all of the ancient songs on to the champion of Hyrule, and I have finally fulfilled my promise to my late teacher. I imagine I've made my teacher very happy wherever he is, but my family has been without me too long. My quest complete, I now return to Rito Village. We will be going to visit Cass in this episode, but not right now. I'd rather get the last memory and the last shrine out of the way first. So to that end, I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys over by Dueling Peak Stable, and the memory is somewhere in this area, although I seem to remember water being visible in that picture, so I'm thinking it might actually be back here somewhere in the Ash Swamp. We'll find out. We're going to be playing Needle in a Haystack because I've never found this thing before, so fair warning, this whole episode is going to be kind of unscripted. Actually, maybe unscripted is the wrong word. It's just not going to be as structured as a regular episode would be because really, we're kind of done making progress, right? Like, we have everything we need to finish this game effectively. So, because I haven't actually completed everything before, things might be a little more kind of disorganized, which is fine. I mean, I'm in a mellow mood right now anyway, so kind of fits for me, sort of. So, and it's raining, so this is going to be a pain in the ass. What I'm going to do, actually, just to get a better idea of where we are in relation to where the picture wants us to be, I'm going to jump on top of this rock because it's a nice vantage point. Now, Mount Lanairu's there. The gate for Fort Hatino is there. And I do remember seeing Guardians in the picture, so I don't know, I don't think it's up where my original mark was, because my original mark is all the way up past this. And I think the only thing past up here is, yeah, just bokoblins sitting in the middle of the field. So I'm thinking maybe I was off in my placement of this mark, and I'm thinking maybe the memory is back. It wouldn't be in the middle of the swamp, would it? I wouldn't think so. And I don't think they'd make you fight enemies to get to it, so I'm not Okay. Alright, you know what? That's fine by me. So again, Jesus. Again, I haven't seen this memory before, so this is 100% new to me. I'll give my sort of thoughts on it as soon as the cutscene wraps up, as I usually do. But fair warning, it's going to be all off the cuff because I haven't seen it before.
Save yourself! Go! I'll be fine! Don't worry about me! Run! sword. So he can still be saved.
Princess! Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands.
Wow. Okay, I've got a few things. Oh, we're being interrupted, so I'm gonna save my comments for after this.
You have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Yeah, I understand that and everything, but, I mean, I've got other commitments right now, so, if you could maybe just get off my ass about that, I'll kill Ganon, don't you? Could you just get the hell away from me? God damn it, Skeletor. So, okay, there's actually a couple things I want to do right now, so I'm just gonna pause to collect my thoughts before I have to destroy some more Skeletors. I want to see if Impa says anything else about us having gotten all of the memories, so I'm gonna warp there, but I'm gonna talk over the loading screen. So, a few things about that cutscene. One, Zelda nuke, which I find extremely entertaining. Why? Oh, my cat's playing with a ping pong ball. Okay, if you can hear that in the background, I apologize. Two, does that imply that Zelda, like, deactivated all of the Guardians right there and then? Like, was that all across Hyrule that the Guardians were activated, or was it only in that area? Because if that's the case, then that was literally a Zelda nuke. Third thing, the sound that the sword was making was very clearly ripped from Skyward Sword. That's the sound that it makes when fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. It's the sound that Fi makes when she's trying to get a hold of you. So does that imply that Fi is still alive? And I mean, Fi is in the sword anyway, so I guess kind of, but does that imply that Fi can still communicate even though she's been sealed inside the sword? That I've got more to say, but we got to deal with this. It seems you have visited all of the locations. 100 years ago, you and the princess were quite close. You were a comfort and an encouraging presence to her as she struggled each day to fulfill her destiny. That is why she believes in you, and why she has the strength to fight Ganon all alone. So could you please hurry up and save her ass? You're just standing here talking to an old woman instead of saving the world. Please hurry. Yeah, that's literally what... Okay, I didn't know that's what she said, but she effectively is saying get off your ass and get to the castle. Gotcha. So, and actually, while I'm here, I'm curious. Yeah, you can very clearly see water there, and you can very clearly see the Guardians. So I'm not sure why I thought that the memory was up here when you can very clearly see these two bodies of water, or at the very least that one body of water, in the picture. That, I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Anyway, what do we got to do now? We got the last memory. I looked at Cass's journal. I guess what makes the most sense to do now is pick up our last shrine, which is in the Forgotten Temple area, which I'm just now realizing. Okay, normally when you discover a village or a landmark of some kind, you get one of these little boxy icons. So, for example, oh, you don't get one for the Spring of Courage. Okay. I'm pretty sure you get one of these boxy icons if you've been to the Forgotten Temple at some point, which is telling me we've never been there before. So I'm gonna meet you guys over there and we can go into the Forgotten Temple for the first time? Question mark? And I should mention the reason I came over here is because this is probably the closest shrine to it. I could have also gone to the Seren stable, but I didn't feel like it, okay? Is that good enough for you? I'm sorry. So I'm going to call my horse, and then what we're going to do is basically just glide into the Forgotten Temple. So the other thing about that cutscene that I wanted to ask, kind of, I don't want answers to this if it's like spoilers for the end of the game, because again, I've never killed the ghost pig before. So, you know, bear in mind that maybe spoilers, keep out of it if anyone knows the answer to this question. But kind of related to if Zelda was able to deactivate all of the Guardians, like if all of the decayed Guardians are the result of that Zelda nuke, then what exactly is the time frame between the Guardians reactivating and Link basically dying? And also, does the Shrine of Resurrection just take 100 years to work? Or was that just kind of nobody came back to get Link because everybody kind of died, so the kid's just in the waterbed, it's fine, we'll just leave him there, don't worry about it. But yeah, I guess maybe Age of Calamity might answer those questions, and I haven't played Age of Calamity yet, so that could just be my problem, my ignorance. Anyway, your ignorance, your arrogance. So, you walk into the Forgotten Temple, and I'm sure everybody has seen this like 4,000 times, but as soon as you walk in here, every decayed Guardian you see will come to life and will try to start to shoot you. Now, they are stationary, so there is a very easy way around this, and I'm going to show it off right now. And again, I'm not saying don't kill these things, because you can if you want to, but what I prefer to do, because...
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Good lord, Rivali. What I prefer to do, because I'm a busy guy, I got shit to do, I got bills to pay, I pay my tax, I don't know where I'm going with this. Because I want to have this video end ideally within a half an hour, I'm not going to kill any of these things and instead just glide past them. As long as you don't slow down significantly, and you don't land or stop, they can't hit you. Unless you are like going directly away or directly toward one, away from or toward one, they can't hit you. So just do what I did, use the air currents to get you all the way over here, you're fine. And then honestly, when you're done here, you can just warp out, so you don't need to deal with the other end of that. So, again, something that everybody has drawn attention to probably far more times than I care to count. This goddess statue here is supposed to be the one, I believe, allegedly, from Skyward Sword that drops down from Skyloft into the Faerun region in that game. Here's why I'm confused about that. We're all the way over here, right? The Faerun region is all the way down here. The Spring of Courage still exists, and it's here. So how did this statue get all the way here when it's very clear that the Spring of Courage, which is in the Faerun region in Skyward Sword as well, is still over here? What happened? I mean, I understand, you know, continuity, it's supposed to be more of an Easter egg than it is, I guess, canonically correct. But that seems really weird to me. Why wasn't the Forgotten Temple just moved into the Faerun region? Unless it was an afterthought, which, then fine, you know, you can't be too picky. Anyway, why didn't I draw attention to this? This is the last shrine, people. This is the 120th shrine. We have gotten to, seen all 120 shrines in this game. Therefore, to mark the occasion, even though it's a blessing shrine, you're coming with me into this shrine. So I will meet you in there. Okay. This is it. This is the last one. And now I'm kind of sad I didn't wait for one that had like a really big challenge to it. The challenge for this one was, hey, walk past these guardians and don't stop moving and you won't die. What's really anticlimactic to me, and I have done this shrine before, but not as the last shrine in the game, what's anticlimactic to me is what's in this chest. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, oh god damn it, I was thinking maybe like, you know, a good guardian weapon or a diamond or something. Nope. Nope, they just give you a flame blade. For some reason. I mean, this is a significant shrine. Whether or not it's the last shrine you do in the game, it's right in front of the original goddess statue, so like, shouldn't something really cool be in here? I don't know. I'm not gonna go out with a complaint on the shrine. I mean, God's sake, we've done 120 of them. If I had a real problem, I'm sure I could pick out something with the rest of them, but anyway. Reason I wanted to show the inside of this shrine is because you do get some dialogue for whatever it is, whatever the last shrine is that you do. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this one, just whatever shrine is the last shrine you do, the monk will say this. You have at last conquered all of our trials. I kind of look a little bit like E.T., but I didn't realize it until just now. Having fulfilled our purpose, we monks bestow upon you this, the warrant of the true hero. You must now depart for the forgotten temple. Dude, do you know where you are? I think he's so old he's forgotten where he is. I'm not going to correct him. Let's just let him Thanos particles into the ether. I don't want him to... Yeah, okay, there we go. Bye-bye, buddy. So I will meet you guys back outside so we can see what exactly this warrant of the true hero is. And I say this as if people don't already know what this is. This is your reward for having done every single shrine in the game, asterisk, not including DLC. And while I'm on the topic of DLC, I may revisit the DLC someday as a series on this channel. But for now, the base game is where I'm stopping because this has gone on long enough. Not that I'm complaining, not that it's a bad game, not that I'm tired of it. Just it's a lot for one series. Anyway, what you get for doing all 120 shrines is the OG Link outfit. The actual green tunic that everybody was wondering, where the hell did this thing go when this game first came out? At least I was. I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but I was. So, okay. First of all, it doesn't look that cool, and the reason it doesn't look that cool, I'm gonna say it straight up, I'm sorry, it's the shorts. The shorts kind of kill the look for me. So, if I were to have designed this outfit, all I would do is just say, keep the trousers on. And that makes it look a little bit better. Now, there are cooler versions of this tunic out there. The Twilight Princess version, I think, is the alpha version of this tunic. Is the best version you can get, because it's got chainmail, it looks armory. Why am I going out this way? I don't want to fight the Guardians. My complaint, and I'm going to talk about this while we are warping to... Where are we going to go? What do we have left to do? This is what happens when I don't have structure to my videos. We're gonna visit, are we gonna visit Cass? No, we're not gonna visit Cass. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it to nighttime because it needs to be for what we're about to do. So my complaint about this outfit is quite simply, why did I have to do 120 shrines to get this outfit? It's the original Link uniform. It's what everybody thinks of when they think of The Legend of Zelda. Besides, like, you know, Zelda. Why did I have to, like, complete the game to get this? And I'm not trying to be, like, I'm not trying to bitch about this, but I feel like we should have maybe been given the option to get it earlier. Like, maybe instead of getting the Hylian shield from within Hyrule Castle, that's where we get the original tunic, or something like that. I don't know, it's just, and by the way, that's what 120 shrines looks like on that screen, even though I mentioned that as soon as it went away. So, I don't know, again, I'm not trying to be picky about that, it's just, I don't know, I kind of feel like it maybe would have been better suited to be picked up somewhere else. Maybe. Anyway, I mentioned we were coming to visit Cass, and the reason we are doing that is because he has something kind of unique when you've done all of his quests, other than, you know, just being here, because he's normally... I don't think he's ever here except for when you do all of his quests. So we're going to talk to him, and I have some fair warning, which I will get into... Well, actually, I'll say it now, because I don't want it to have to be an endnote, or a footnote on this conversation. He has a song for us. Normally, I speak over the song, but for me, the song itself is more significant than the lyrics to it. So of course the lyrics will be on the screen, what are supposed to be the words to the song. I'm not going to speak over the song, though. So, fair warning. Ah, we meet again. I'm taking a moment's rest from my tireless search for the ancient songs to perform in my hometown. By the by, I've something I must ask of you. I've a song that I need you to hear. I wish to speak with you, so this will take some time. Is that all right? Sure, buddy.
Oh.
Thank you ever so much. I wanted to talk to you about my teacher. My teacher was of the Sheikah tribe. He was the court poet for the Hyrulean royal family. At the time, there was a beautiful princess in the royal family, quite close to my teacher in age, apparently. Though he must have known it was doomed to be unrequited, my teacher fell in love with her. But the princess herself had eyes for her escort, her own knight attendant. My teacher was consumed with jealousy. He fumed that the knight was neither nobility nor royalty himself. And then the calamity struck. My teacher believed a hero would appear to beat back the calamity. He poured that belief into a song. And that song is what I need you to hear. My teacher fled the calamity and returned to his hometown of Kakariko Village. But on his way, he witnessed the princess's knight sacrifice himself to protect the princess. The elder of Kakariko Village, Impa, explained these circumstances to him, and his mind was made up. He would seek the songs of the hero who sealed the calamity away in an age past, so they could be passed on to the knight once he returned. Also that the princess might be saved. Those were my teacher's last words, passed on now through me. So, appointed knight, will you accept this song from my departed teacher? Abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you so much. I knew you would. I was sure of it. My teacher would often speak of the princess's beauty. I would love to meet her and craft a song worthy of her. Thank you for spending this time with me. No. Thank you for spending this time with me, Kaz. And thank you, whoever's watching this, for spending this time with me, because goddamn, this has been a journey. This, honestly, like, I'm not trying to be cheesy here. I've had some bad times recording this series. I really have. Like, there's been times where... not where, like, I've wanted to give up on it entirely or anything, but there's been times where I've been like, no, I'm not good at this. This is not something I'm decent at doing. But it's been the support and seeing people come in who... and whether you comment or not, whether you know, like the videos or not... As long as I've been able to take someone out of reality for a little bit, and just, you know, as if the internet is our big-ass virtual couch, and we're all just sitting on the couch playing video games for a little bit, as long as I've been able to do kind of that type of thing for somebody, that's cool with me. That's made this entire journey worth it. So anyway, enough being sappy. We are going... Okay, so I've been sitting on 11 spirit orbs for, well, not for a long time. Obviously, I've only had 11 since the last episode, but I've been sitting on some spirit orbs for a little while now. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn in those spirit orbs, and I'm not going to give away where I'm doing that. I'm just going to slowly fade. Hey, how you doing? Who the hell are you? Why are you talking to me?
Hi!
Oh, I know what this is. Don't do that. Okay. And you just... Ooh, no. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I was gonna go and return my spirit orbs, but now I have to kick some Yiga ass, so why don't we... Oh, I just realized he's gonna kill me in like one hit because I'm wearing weak ass armor right now. Not that it matters, because he's gone. Okay, so now I'm gonna slowly fade to where we're gonna turn in these spirit orbs. So if my movie magic editing is any good... Well, I mean, you could probably tell where I am right now, but this is where I wanted to trade in the last of our spirit orbs because it's fitting. It's a beginning and end kind of thing. We started here, we're ending here. You get it? That's how, what's the word for that? I don't know what the word for that is, but it's fitting, poetically. All right, let me have this. So I forgot to mention while we were talking to Cass, and I'll talk about this now. The reason I didn't want to speak the lyrics of that song over the song itself is, one, because the music itself means more to me than the lyrics behind it. Because that's the music that's just, I hear that and it's just immediate comfort, immediate, like, it's lovely. I love it. And secondly, because I wasn't sure of how the meter was supposed to work, so I didn't want to try to do that, and it ended up sounding really awkward, and I didn't want to screw up the meter of the song by trying to read the lyrics. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Yeah, I'm working on it. Also, speaking of bringing peace to Hyrule, on my way over here, I broke the Master Sword, so, I apologize, kind of. I mean, that's another thing that I really... It's not that I don't like it, because it does work in some cases, but I feel like it didn't need to be here. The weapon durability should not apply to the Master Sword. Like, come on. And I think I talked about that when I first picked up the Master Sword back in, like, whatever episode that was. Which I will link in the card, because that's a thing that I can do that I figured out how to do. Aren't you guys proud of me? I'm learning YouTube. God damn, I'm proud of myself. Yeah, I'm sure I've complained about that before, but the point still stands. Like, it's a legendary weapon that every hero has held up until this version of Link. Why does it break in, like, 16 hits? That it doesn't make sense, and to me, it's never going to be something that's justified. Anyway, enough bitching. In the next episode, or maybe the episode after next, there may be a quasi-episode between this episode and the next one, but our next goal is to get the hell into that castle and beat the ever-loving hell out of a ghost pig. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. So thank you guys so much for watching, and either in the next episode or the episode after that, I will meet you at the gate of Hyrule Castle. I'll see you guys then.